This I'm recording it. Orca presentation.
The world has one interconnected ocean, a vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific
Look out,
and beyond.
they're in here. It's so beautiful.
This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. We are so honored to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. There's nothing like seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and their natural behavior. We hope this Orca Encounter will help you better understand this magnificent creature and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types,
Damn,
or
10
ecotypes of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical forms, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey.
That's cool.
When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Killer whales really are a natural wonder. And Corky will help me show you some of their physical characteristics. Their global is perfectly designed for getting a quick breath of the surface. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It looks like the eyes are in the white patch, but that's a visual distraction. The eyes are actually in the black area in front of the white patch, camouflage from thrashing prey. The fin on the back is called a dorsal fin. Now this dorsal fin can help to stabilize the whales while swimming. It can also help to regulate their body temperature. The pectorals on either side of the body are called pectoral flippers.
I see the
These
eye.
flippers are mainly used for steering and stopping. Each pectoral flipper has 5 bony digits, just like the human hand. The lobes on either side of the tail are called flukes. Now these tail flukes are the killer whale's engine, propelling them nearly 30 miles an hour, just as fast as our speedboats. But they swim the fastest, and they use the most power when propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orcapod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about
Nothing.
attitude, not
I hate when you,
size.
I hate when you want to have
Because they
to.
live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at
That's
SeaWorld
talking.
show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as part of their communication. They can use pectoral flaps to show dominance or to get noticed. For example, a mother may use a pec slap to get her calf's attention. But if they really want to be heard, they breach. Spy hopping is how killer whales coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings when they hunt. Flip slaps are another form of communication that killer whales can use in the wild.
told you it's cold water. Woo! Mom,
Whales
you gotta wash this after good salt water.
protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and
I got a
catch
good
their
spot.
prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the
Like,
herring.
take over here, take a picture for me.
With
I can't.
each
I'm
confused
recording.
and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful filters, making for an easy meal.
Yeah, I've been recording the whole show. This is the youngest one. This one is the youngest one. And that was the last one I was born here.
Whales in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by pulling them right off of the beach.
Oh, it's coming right here.
Here comes our whales to demonstrate the same movement and behavior. Antarctic orcas will actually create waves that wash over floating ice, knocking seals into the water. Here come our whales to show you the same wave-making technique, demonstrating one of the many complex and impressive hunting abilities that killer whales have developed all over the world.
I remember they used to have like they didn't have the bar there and you go forward to
Now you just saw these waves crashing in front of you, but you can't really imagine the amount of water displaced until you've experienced it firsthand. Luckily, I have two very brave volunteers right here. Come on down, boys. All right, what was your name? Silas and Noah. Everyone say hi to Silas and Noah. Come on, guys. Perfect. All right, boys, right here. Other side. Sit down. Sit down for me, buddy. Okay, back up against the glass. Hold on to this black handle, okay? Hold on tight. Here comes the wave. I'm getting out of the way. All right, looks like the whale's been sent. All right, here it comes, buddy. Hold on. Great job, guys! Wow, give a big round of applause. All right, guys, come on this way. I know, it's pretty chilly, huh? That's 55 degrees on the room.
55 degrees.
Great job, guys! Now, killer whales can be found in every part of the ocean, so it's no surprise they eat all sorts of different types of prey, including other whales. The blue whale on the screen is the largest animal on Earth. It's 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than our killer whales. So how can a killer whale this size eat a whale that size in the wild? It's possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
So beautiful. Beautiful whales.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is an extremely important part of everyday life for killer
Playtime.
whales. It's how they teach their young to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. Orcas are always showing off their playful side in the wild and right here at SeaWorld. Porpoising is when a killer whale swims fast to the surface, breaking out of the water just briefly. You can see them do this when catching a ride in the wake of a boat or when surfing a wave. Killer whales like to be touched and will rub their bellies on different surfaces whenever they can. Get ready to see our whales show you this same rubbing technique, just like whales in British Columbia would. Killer whales are always imitating each other in the wild. We see here at SeaWorld all the time. They're always interacting, mimicking, and learning from one another.
Sorry if I'm getting distracted going off, but this is one of my favorite. This is like my number one favorite animal in the world.
Now, playful behavior has a purpose. For example, when hunting, a tail whip can be used to stun fish.
Tail whip time.
I think they might be stunning all of you.
That go up here. That can come up here.
So that we can provide optimal health care, research, and quality of life. Our whales here at SeaWorld take an active part in their own health and well-being. If you turn your attention to the stage, you can see them showing their tails to their behaviorists. Now this behavior is extremely important because it allows us to get a voluntary blood sample to monitor their health. Will also slide onto the scale so that we can monitor their weight. We'll do these weights weekly to make sure that our youngsters are gaining weight properly and the adults are maintaining a healthy weight. We can even get a breath sample from their blowhole. Now, all of these behaviors are only made possible because of the relationships that we build together, day after day, here at SeaWorld. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to introduce you to Keith. Keith is a 25-year-old male here at SeaWorld San Diego, and he weighs just over 8,000 pounds.
Wow.
Keith is an incredibly fun whale, and I will tell you, if you ever see a whale taking a nap in the middle of the day, 9 chances out of 10 is Keith. This boy loves his naps. Now we challenge our whales every day to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play. Keep our whales in great shape.
here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.
Si te pones a ver ellos están haciendo
¿Qué cosas?
Thank you everyone for joining us today at Oregon Encounter. We hope this presentation has helped you build a greater appreciation for these magnificent animals and the world that we all share. Thank you